Leave us alone, Ramon, for just a moment.
If you will wait just a moment and gaze upon this.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
ちょっと待ってという意味の表現としては最も基礎的で一般的な表現と言えます。ビジネスの場でもカジュアルな場でも使うチャンスは多いでしょう。とっさの状況で言えるようになれば待ってての意向は相手に十分に伝わります。この文には動詞がないじゃないかと気になった方もいるかもしれませんが、もともとは
Would you wait just a moment? Would you wait just a moment?
というフレーズでした。動詞が省略されてこのような形で使われています。それではネイティブの表現を聞いてみましょう。
Oh yeah, just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, while we shovel on more coal.
Stay here for just a moment.
Well, can you concentrate for just a moment?
I'll be just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, would you?
Just a moment.
Yes, just a moment.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Excuse me for just a moment, please.
Just a moment.
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 Just a moment, please.
Now, just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment.
I'll find your table in just a moment.
I'll be back in just a moment.
Just a moment.
Take a look at what happened just a moment ago when our peacekeepers cornered Katniss Everdeen and her band of foolish rebels.
In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet for just a moment.
No, now just a moment, young man. You can't just...
Excuse me just a moment, gentlemen.
Just a moment.
Will you excuse me for just a moment?
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
I thought for just a moment I knew what you were going to say.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, Mr. Haynes.
Just a moment.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
I'll be with you in just a moment.
So sorry to bother you, but you have a live TV appearance in just a moment.
Yes, just a moment.
Just a moment.
You made it clear just a moment ago that your men never take matters in their own hands.
Just a moment, Derry. Yes.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment.
Please, just a moment.
Would you please let my brother step out here just a moment?
Now, just a moment, Sarah Bernhardt.
Well, we'll be right back in just a moment.
He'll be just a moment, Mrs. Travers.
We'll return to Nikki Brand and the Emotional Rescue Show in just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, please.
Would you ask Her Majesty if she would receive me for just a moment?
Just a moment.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, Jenna.
Miss, would you mind?
Just a moment, please.
It was just a moment.
Just a moment, Reeves, before you get too involved.
Just a moment.
If I get in for just a moment, Mr. Ginger, just
Just a moment.
Oh, just a moment.
Just a moment, Miss Allen. Just a moment, please.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment.
You know, just a moment in the film, unless you know the film really well, in which case it becomes huge.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Yes. Just a moment.
Just a moment.
If I could have your attention for just a moment. Just a moment, Janet.
This young lady will have your package and your change in just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Now, just a moment.
Now, wait just a moment.
Will you tell Mrs. Fowler that I'd like to speak to her out here for just a moment? It'll be just a moment.
Would you excuse me for just a moment?
Would you care to step out for just a moment?
Vivian and I were just having a very interesting conversation about palm trees, so I'll be with you in just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
My Auntie May, Miss Dennis, I mean, says she'll be here in just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment, please. Just a moment, please.
Just a moment. Now, just a moment. Just a moment, please.
Would you excuse us for just a moment? Just a moment.
Well, the doctor will be with you in just a moment.
Just a moment, please.
It was just a moment ago.
Yeah, can you hold on just a moment, please?
I'll be back in just a moment, Helen.
Wait here for just a moment.
Mr. Case went through here just a moment ago.
Well, as I guess you know, I had Bart and these other boys in the 8th grade. And on this particular day,
Just a moment, Miss Wynne.
いかがでしたか？気に入ったフレーズは何度も声に出して練習し、自分で使えるフレーズを増やしていきましょう。